8527. The function of the evaporator in a Freon cooling system is to A. Liquefy Freon in the line between the compressor and the condenser. B. Lower the temperature of the cabin air. C. Transfer heat from the Freon gas to ambient air. The correct answer is B. The evaporator is an essential component of a Freon cooling system, specifically in the air conditioning system of an aircraft. Its primary function is to remove heat from the cabin air and lower its temperature. When the refrigerant, such as Freon, enters the evaporator, it undergoes a phase change from a liquid to a gas. This phase change occurs by absorbing heat from the surrounding air, including the cabin air. As the refrigerant evaporates, it extracts thermal energy from the air passing over the evaporator coils. The heat transfer process in the evaporator causes the cabin air to lose heat, resulting in a decrease in temperature. The cooled air is then circulated back into the cabin, providing a comfortable environment for the occupants. While the evaporator lowers the temperature of the cabin air, it also plays a crucial role in the overall refrigeration cycle. The low-pressure and low-temperature refrigerant gas leaving the evaporator is then compressed by the compressor, leading to the next stage of the cooling process. 8528. What is the purpose of a mixing valve in a compressor bleed air conditioning system? A. Control the supply of hot, cool, and cold air. B. Distribute conditioned air evenly to all parts of the cabin. C. Combine ram air with conditioned air. The correct answer is A. In an aircraft's air conditioning system that utilizes compressor bleed air, the mixing valve is responsible for regulating and controlling the temperature of the conditioned air that is supplied to the cabin. It allows for a precise blend of hot air, cool air, and cold air to achieve the desired cabin temperature. The mixing valve receives the hot compressed air from the aircraft's engine bleed air system. This hot air is then mixed with cooler air to achieve the desired temperature. By adjusting the position of the mixing valve, the proportion of hot air, cool air, and cold air can be controlled. The mixing valve ensures that the conditioned air supplied to the cabin is at the appropriate temperature to maintain a comfortable environment for the passengers and crew. It allows for flexibility in adjusting the temperature settings based on the ambient conditions and the preferences of the occupants. 8529. What component of a pressurization system prevents the cabin altitude from becoming higher than airplane altitude? A. Cabin rate of descent control. B. Negative pressure relief valve. C. Positive pressure relief valve. The correct answer is B. Pressurized aircraft incorporate a negative pressure relief valve to ensure the cabin altitude does not exceed the aircraft altitude. This valve can be integrated into the outflow valve or exist as a separate unit. When the outside air pressure exceeds the cabin pressure, the negative pressure relief valve opens, allowing air to escape from the cabin. By doing so, it prevents the cabin altitude from climbing higher than the aircraft's altitude. This safety feature helps maintain a controlled and comfortable cabin environment for passengers and crew. 8530. If the liquid level gauge in a vapor cycle cooling system indicates a low Freon charge, the system should A. Be operated and a pressure check performed. B. Be operated for a period of time to reach a stable condition and then the Freon level rechecked. C. Not be operated until Freon and oil have been added. The correct answer is B. Correcting the refrigerant charge in a vapor cycle air cooling system is important for its proper operation. Bubbles in the sight glass of the receiver dryer indicate a low refrigerant charge. To address this issue, the system should be operated for a period of time to allow it to stabilize. Afterward, the sight glass should be rechecked to see if it still shows a low refrigerant charge. If the bubbles persist, it indicates an ongoing issue with the refrigerant charge that needs to be addressed by a qualified technician. Maintaining the proper refrigerant charge is essential for the system's efficiency and performance. 8531. If the cabin rate of climb is too great, the control should be adjusted to cause the A. Outflow valve to close slower. B. Outflow valve to close faster. C. Cabin compressor speed to decrease. The correct answer is B. If the cabin rate of climb, or the rate at which the cabin altitude is increasing, is too high, the outflow valve in the pressurization system should be adjusted to close faster. By closing the outflow valve at a faster rate, the amount of air escaping from the cabin is reduced, limiting the decrease in cabin pressure and slowing down the increase in cabin altitude. This adjustment helps maintain a more gradual and controlled change in cabin altitude, providing a more comfortable and safe environment for the occupants of the aircraft.